Kaiju.
What's going on, people? This is FA Kode, record producer, beat maker, whatever you guys call it nowadays, and I just wanted to show you a quick breakdown in how I made Kaiju. So Kaiju is like the first single off like an instrumental EP that I've been working on. It's just full of experimental songs, experimental sounds, different genres. You know, I'm just trying to create something and just throw something together. And just see what I could come up with. Basically, that's what it is. The concept of Kaiju is a Japanese monster. So I wanted to create a beat that kind of fell under that narrative, like a monster, something that was massive, big drums, big sounds, and just what you'd call a banger, a monster track, and that's basically what Kaiju was. So the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking about doing Kaiju was brass and trumpet sounds. I'm a big, I love orchestral sounds, strings, brass, you know, violin, that sort of thing. There was a producer who was, I can't remember who that was now, but there was a producer who had like a basic idea of some horns playing, and I kind of followed that pattern and just played around with it, and I came up with something like this. That's the first thing I did. It was just like one sound like this. Once I had that, I just decided to stack it. So I did additional brass, some trumpets, you know, and I came up with this. So it's just literally stacking the exact same loop that I already had, and I came up with this. Just a bit more beefy, just making the sound come out. That was done, the next step is the drums. So drums are very basic: kick, snare, triangle, cymbal, hi-hat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shakers, I think, something like that. Very simple stuff. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. And that was pretty much the drums. So it just went like this. Once I had that idea, I done my signature sound, which I love, which is choir. I'll always have a choir somewhere playing. It might be very low, or you'll hear it, but there's always a choir in almost everything that I do. So it was a basic line, and it literally just went like this. It was just like this. It's just that, just the one sound. Throughout the whole song, that's just the one sound. What I then did was I needed a bass. Obviously I don't really play many instruments or any instruments at all, to be honest. So I just played around with some 808s, some 808 bass, just to try and figure out a pattern that I could go along, because you already have the brass kind of playing a melody line, and I wanted to have a bass that was going to do something similar, but I wanted it to be hard. I wanted to hit hard, and obviously the 808 was the one that I was happy with, or the one that I found, and I just played with something. Show you, and it sounded like this. I don't know if you could hear it because it's quite bassy. literally playing along to what the brass was doing. Yeah, just basically playing what the brass was playing. So to emphasize on the brass and the 808, I added a sound called the timpani, and it sounds kind of like a thunder going through, you know. I love that sound, and this is what it basically sounded like all together with the drum. So once I had all of these, I needed something that was gonna kind of like bring like that anxious feeling or that bit of anticipation, something that made it feel like something was coming, you know, like the monster's coming, whatever it was. So I just played around with some plugins that I had. I found this lead or this synth, and I just played this basically, just these synth lines. And once I had all of that, the next thing was to create some. I added some extra horns and brass to kind of create the chorus. And let me show you what that sounded like. Put everything together and it sounds like this. Simple.